Hey y'all, this is Amber. Welcome to my very first video. Today I'm making a no-bake strawberry shortcake cheesecake. So right now I have 4 blocks of Philadelphia cream cheese, the baker's imitation vanilla extract. I have the sugar, which for this recipe you use 1 2/3 of sugar. And I use the golden Oreos. I separated them into 2, one regular and one for the strawberry jello powder that I'm going to mix into the bowl. And usually I'll make my own pie crust with the golden Oreos, but I'm going to use the ready-made crust. So here we go. I'm mixing my first block in with 1/3 cup of sugar. So because you don't put all the sugar in right away, you just put the 1/3 and then start mixing 1 block at a time. Don't just throw them all in there. Just 1 block and let it smooth out. Now my advice to you, to get like a quick smooth consistency, I would leave the cream cheese blocks out for a little bit. That way it can soften up and it'll be a smoother consistency, so it won't be stuck. So mixing away. Here we go. That's my first block and the 1/3 of sugar. I'm adding my second block of cream cheese. Here we go. Yep, Philadelphia. Or any cream cheese, it doesn't matter, but my preference is the Philadelphia. Now I'm adding my second block of cream cheese. Just mix it on the way. Make sure it has that smooth consistency. And I know this cheesecake that I'm making right now is like one of my most requested cheesecakes. I've been getting requested to make this cheesecake since it first came out. So had potlucks and everything I used to make it for. So what motivated this video today, besides my boyfriend Chris, because he's big on YouTube, so he like motivated me to make my first video. So I had a classmate requested for Thanksgiving because it's around the holiday time. So I decided to show you guys what I'm making. And we adding the last 2 blocks of cream cheese. And then with this block, we're going to add the remainder sugar, which is 1 1/3 cup. Yeah, as you can see in my cup, I really didn't even use like all the way. I still had a little bit of sugar left, so. I'll just make sure it's smooth on out. Look at that. See, I love baking. I just love looking at myself doing this stuff. Now for the vanilla extract, I guess you can use any vanilla extract, but I just chose this brand because that's what we have in the house currently. So all you need is like either 1 teaspoon, tablespoon. It doesn't really matter because with vanilla extract, it has a pretty strong taste, so it's gonna pop out no matter what ingredients. No matter what you're making. So yep, and just blend the vanilla extract on in there. Alright, now using Cool Whip today. This is my easy version. Usually I'll make my own heavy whipping cream, but if you really don't have the patience or time to do that, this is the alternative. Just use 1 tub of Cool Whip. And with this, you don't use the mixer. What you'll do, you'll just fold the Cool Whip within the cream cheese mixture, either with a spoon like I have in my hand, or you can use a spatula. Some people prefer spatulas, but like I said, spoon is okay as well. So just scoop it on out there and just start folding it within the cream cheese mixture. Just try to get it folded in there as much as possible. If it's a little bit at the top, it's okay. But yeah, just if you can, just try to fold all the Cool Whip within the cream cheese mixture. We're gonna add the strawberry jello powder to the golden Oreos that I crushed up. Now, before I started the video, what I did with the golden Oreos, I just crushed them up in a food processor. Now, if you don't have a food processor, what I used to do, I would use a blender. But other than that, it doesn't matter what you use, or you can just crush them by hand. It don't matter, because it don't have to be that fine. I like mine's this fine, but if you still have like clumps and everything there, it don't matter. So with the strawberry jello powder, you can add as much as you prefer. I would say the measurements I did probably was like 3 or 4 tablespoons probably, but it really don't matter as far as the measurements for this. You can use the ready-made pie crust, number 1. You see that? Number 1. And the cool thing about this pie crust that I like the ready-made, they the lid they have on you can also flip it around and make a lid, which is cool. Instead of having to like go buy one or cover it with aluminum foil, you already got like a lid that kind of look professional. So I think that's pretty cool. Here go the mixture. You just gonna lay that bad boy in there, like I said, with a spatula or a spoon, it don't matter, and just smooth it out as much as possible. That way you can lay the pie crust, the graham cracker crust on top of it, or golden Oreo crust, however you prefer to call it. It don't matter. Now, I don't know if I said this already. I probably did, but like I said, the mixture that I made, it's enough for 2 pies, or if you want, you can make 1 big pan. The cameraman out there, he helping me clean up. Look that boy back here. Now, right now, I'm getting ready to lay the pie crust on top. This is the first mixture, which is the plain. And then the other one by the jello box, that's the one with the strawberry jello powder in it. Sprinkle that bad boy on there. That's just about to be so good. Dude, I can't wait to cut our slice. Can't wait to cut ours up. And just sprinkle how much you want on there, and then now I'm about to sprinkle the strawberry mixture. Like I said, don't be alarmed if it don't look like strawberry anything right now. It's gonna look like that when you first start to sprinkle it on there. But like I said, once it sit in the refrigerator for a couple hours, I would say let it sit at least 4 hours before you cut into it. That way it'll settle, and then you'll be able to see like the pink part of it. But personally, like I said, it's really good. Alright, now I'm just putting the lid on the cheesecake, and so I'm going to put it in the fridge for at least 4 hours. Yep, you see how easily you can just pinch the sides and it covers it. See? And there we go. It's successful no-bake strawberry shortcake cheesecake. Now, hit me up if y'all want to see any more recipes. Like I said, this is one of my personal favorites and my most requested. So, bye.